we will likely never see another player do what Travis Hunter is doing right now in college football for a long, long time, if ever again. And I feel very strongly now. I know we're only 4 weeks into the college football season, about to jump into week 5. Y'all, I've seen enough to feel really confident saying Travis Hunter should be a Heisman Trophy finalist. Now, will he win the bronze trophy? I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. But should he be in that room when they talk about the best player in college football? I think it's hard to make an argument against it, but we'll make an argument for it right now. Make sure you're subscribed right here. College football, nothing but college football. College Football Sickos running the show. College Football Sickos subscribing to the show, and we appreciate y'all so much for it. Hey, let me know on Instagram and on Twitter, at JD Piquel. DM me, tweet at me, whatever. Let me know your thoughts on Travis Hunter as it pertains to the Heisman Trophy ceremony conversation with him being a finalist. Because I think a lot of people are going to say, well, JD, can he really win the thing? I think Colorado probably has a certain burden on them to win a number of games to allow him to ultimately win the deal. But I think from what we've seen so far, man, like I said, it is very difficult for me to listen to any argument against him being a Heisman Trophy finalist. Because the things that he's doing right now, as I mentioned, we may never see again when it comes to college football. And if we do see them again, I think it'll be not for a very, very long time. Currently, he has over 100 yards receiving in every single game to this point in the year. Dating back to last season, he has 5 games in a row with over 100 yards receiving. And that'd be impressive for any wide receiver, right? Like anyone who just plays wide receiver over 100 yards, 5 games in a row, like, hey, take notice of that guy. That guy's doing some good work. However, Travis Hunter is also playing defense. And when I say he's playing defense, like people hear that, oh, a DB is playing, or a wide receiver is playing some DB. Maybe it's situational. Maybe it's in relief of other players that are injured. Like maybe it's just a thing where he shows up on defense every now and then, kind of a nice little resume booster. My guy's playing over 100 snaps a game. And that sounds sort of like just when you hear that, you're like, oh, that's nice. He's playing a lot of football. No, the toll that takes on your body to play one side of the football, that in itself is a difficult feat, but to play both ways, legitimately play both ways. This is not something that like Charles Woodson did or Jabril Peppers did. Like Travis Hunter is out there in his own category, okay? And I think a lot of people have strong feelings, whether it be positive or negative, on Deion Sanders and Colorado and how they operate and this, that, and the other. Like all I'm here to tell you is if Travis Hunter isn't at Colorado playing for Deion Sanders, we do not get to see this. And Travis Hunter said as much during a College Game Day piece, I think, when it was early on in the year to start the year. He's like, yeah, some schools that talked to me, they told me I could have a package or two offensively. They told me that I would play situationally, but like he's like, I got to play both ways. And it's one thing to say you're going to play both ways and you want to play both ways, but to actually do it at a high level and not be a liability, to arguably be the best player on both sides of the football for Colorado, that's saying something. There's 2 things that folks are going to try to say against Travis Hunter being a Heisman Trophy finalist. The first is it's a quarterback award. Okay, maybe historically over the course of the last few years, outside of Devontae Smith, hear ya. The other thing they'll say, hey, this is supposed to go to the best player on the best team. Again, I'm not making a case for Travis Hunter to win the Heisman Trophy, but for him to not even be a finalist, I think we're assessing the award incorrectly. But let's attack those 2 things. Both of those statements, quarterback award, best player on best team, those thoughts, where do they even come from? If we're talking about the best player in college football, where are we even getting this idea from? Well, when it comes to people who vote for the Heisman Trophy, they are, I think, subconsciously or consciously believing that this award should go to the player with the greatest impact, right? You're saying, okay, well, best player on best team, that team must be the best because that player is so good, is I think where that thought started. The quarterback obviously has a massive say in teams being good. Okay, so if that team's playing well, probably has a lot to do with the quarterback, right? These thoughts aren't altogether incorrect, but again, when you're trying to assess the best player in college football, those aren't the only filters we should apply to this discussion. So Travis Hunter, I think you can make the statement he is the best player in college football. Will he win the Heisman? Colorado probably has to win somewhere in the neighborhood, I think, of like 9 games. Jaden Daniels went 9-3 last year as the starting quarterback at LSU, and even he needed a little bit of help from the conference championship out there in Pac-12 country. Rest in peace, Pac-12. We're going to see you again real soon. Let's have this discussion, though. If it is about impact, if you're telling me this award should be based on impact, who's impacting their team more right now than Travis Hunter in a positive direction? Again, over 100 yards receiving every game. Best player on the field offensively and defensively. Playing over 100 snaps a game. Think about it this way. Take Travis Hunter off of Colorado. And what are they? Now, Shedeur Sanders, still a phenomenal quarterback. Can make the case for him being up there in that top quarterback in the country conversation, right? Totally fair. But I don't think Colorado beats North Dakota State if they don't have Travis Hunter out there. Look at what Travis Hunter brought to the table that game. Had 3 receiving touchdowns, took over, in my opinion. The game against Baylor, do they win? Maybe. But I'll tell you what, I like their chances a whole heck of a lot less if Travis Hunter isn't out there on the field to make that game-winning play, to force the fumble in the end zone, to go for over 100 yards receiving against Baylor. Like, I'm just saying now, the impact Travis Hunter brings to Colorado, you take him off that team, I don't know what their record is. But I'll tell you what, he substantially improves everyone out there in Boulder, Colorado's confidence because of him being on the field. Okay? So enjoy this. I know that Colorado, like I said, has a lot of polarizing opinions around them. People are either all in on Colorado, think they're winning the national championship, or you think Colorado shouldn't even be competing in an FBS. Like, there's just two very, very different extreme opinions on that spectrum. But I'll say this, man. Again, enjoy this. Enjoy this. Travis Hunter is a lot like the eclipse, man. We're not going to see one for a long time. And the eclipse is always funny to me whenever it happens because you got grown men walking outside at their 8 to 5 office jobs, throwing on cardboard sunglasses just to stare up at this different colored sun for like a few minutes. It's bizarre to me. I truly didn't really get all that invested into it. Another video for another time. But the point remains the same. Treat Travis Hunter a lot like the eclipse right now. Enjoy this. Even if you're not a Colorado fan, even if you can't stand Colorado, even if that's your take. It's not our take. Even if that's your take. Travis Hunter is a special player right now. We get him in college football. I would have to believe for just this season. We'll see what happens after that. But, like, we're not going to see, I don't think, a player play over 100 snaps a game, play both ways at a very, very high level, if ever again, not for a long time. So enjoy this. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. But again, Travis Hunter, if he's not in that room for the Heisman Trophy ceremony, I don't know if you give him the award, but if he's not a finalist and he keeps balling like this, I don't know what we're doing. Forget Colorado's record. Travis Hunter is one of the best players in college football. Can make a strong case for him being the best. So subscribe to the channel. Follow me on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, at JD Pickell. Let me know what you think there when it comes to Travis Hunter and the Heisman Trophy finalist debate. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Going to keep this party rolling. We'll see y'all next time.